television. Welcome back on this Wednesday. Hope you're having a good morning so far. 4 wide on the desk. Great to see you. Quickly, we came across this article courtesy of BuzzFeed in which they were talking about some of the most underrated characters in sitcom history. Now, sitcom, this is an unspoken rule, but I want to verify here. When we say sitcoms, it's comedies, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, situation comedies.
Like Law and Order isn't a sitcom. That's not a sitcom.
That's a television drama.
Right.
Yes.
So that is the state of play.
Yeah, that's our boundary.
But I love it because we can go anywhere with this. So we've all picked one individually. No one knows where we went with this. This is going to be fun. Devo, you're batting lead off. Who's your most underrated character in sitcom?
Is this a competition?
No. Everyone's a winner here, Devo.
Just sharing.
Well, because mine's going to be better than the rest of yours. Just saying. That's why I was curious. Let's go to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Jeffrey Butler.
Shout out Jeffrey Butler.
Joseph Marcel, man, so many one-liners to just crush the family and realize everything they were dealing with was a first world problem, but also like a father figure to a lot of them as well. And then becomes the godfather for Nikki at the end of the series. So it just kind of comes full circle, and the respect that they showed back to him, and just, oh man, he was hilarious. And the scene, you know, the charge of the brigade. Cannons to the left of me! Cannons to the right! Cannons behind them at the thunderbolt.
When Uncle Phil at the pool hall said, break out Lucille.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffrey brings out the cue.
Yeah, man.
That is an all-time scene for me.
You gotta watch
Fresh
these. You
Prince.
gotta watch.
All right,
There you go.
solid.
Yeah.
Probably won't win, but good job,
Okay.
Devo.
This is not a competition.
No, it's not a competition.
We're just sharing.
Winning Wednesday, it's for
Winning
everybody.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Meredith Shaw, most underrated sitcom character
Funny,
ever.
Devo, I promise you that was almost the way I went.
Really?
I was so
Love it.
close to Jeffrey because I loved that show. But I went with my real fave show and the character I don't think got enough, Creed from The Office.
Creed was solid.
Creed from The Office.
Because we all have a Creed.
He's one of those. Okay, so clearly I didn't win this one, but he's one. He's
really
one of those
good.
characters. It's not like I liked him, but I think he's underrated. I think he added a lot to that show and didn't get the Dwight or even the Phyllis or like. I think he was one of those characters that just didn't really get a lot of props. So Creed, you weirdo. Here's your props today.
Like 7 seasons in, he didn't know Pam and Jim were married.
Exactly.
Love Creed. Tammy Sutherland, most underrated sitcom character is?
Creed from The Office.
Hey!
I swear. I swear. That's why I was like, oh, that is my pick.
Well,
Creed
did win.
Creed was incredible. He would just pop up and say something and sit down.
Yeah.
And I just watched, when I picked it, I watched like a little best of Creed on YouTube. Devo, I don't know if you heard me laughing at my dad. I was dying. All these little one-liners. I'm like, this man.
Was he in that many scenes for a best of?
Oh my God.
Really?
For like a 15-minute best of.
I did the same thing with Jeffrey.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
dying. But yeah, Creed was incredible. There was a scene where he dyed his hair and then he walked into the office.
When everyone was trying to be younger. I remember that.
And he wouldn't call attention to
Sure
it.
did.
This is normal.
Yeah.
The best. Yeah.
Two solid Office references. I love it. I mean, the same reference, but two solid nonetheless. I mean, Stephen Urkel from Family Matters. We all remember him.
Yeah.
My character is Stefan Urkel, who was his alter ego. Hold on.
Very
Stephen Urkel in an episode drank Cool Juice while conducting a science experiment, and Stefan Urkel from Paris, his alter ego, showed up and was just too cool for school, man. And people around him and the family didn't like him because Stefan was a little self-centered, and Stefan wasn't as kind as Steve Urkel. Stefan he had his own style. I'm a big fan of Stefan Urkel from Paris, which I looked up online. I didn't know he was from Paris. So Stefan Urkel is my underrated character.
Really?
Yes.
That shocks me.
You didn't like Stefan Urkel, really? I thought
I
this would be a
love
home run.
Stefan, but it's like,
He got
it's
enough.
Steve Urkel. He got a lot.
It's the same.
It's the same
Urkel was a
guy.
main character, though.
It was the same guy.
I'm saying, like, underrated. Let's go, Tom.
It's the same.
I don't know. I don't think it's qualified. I think it kind of breaks the boundaries of what the rules are here.
Qualified?
No, it
You
was a
can't disqualify
character.
Stefan Urkel.
It technically was a character. On a sitcom. I think we could roll
You know
with
what?
it.
The tight shot of
It's an
Devo's
alter-
apropos because you win.
It was an
You win.
alter
Jeffrey
ego.
Yes.
right? As opposed to a
It wasn't a
character.
character.
I think it's a solid underrated character. The underrateds aren't the ones that always get talked about. That's the whole premise of what we're doing here. You know what? This fun game turned into something.
Turned into what most things turn into when we all start to
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Competitive
Turned into a
behaviors.
family fight.
I love that we gave the underdogs
We'll
their
continue
love
with the
Stefan.
break.
Give him love.
Stefan's great. We'll talk about it in the break.
It's just-
Speaking of families, Family Switch is the movie that
Yes,
you're going to be talking
Jennifer
about
Garner,
later.
Ed Helms,
Yep.
speaking of The Office, they switch
They
roles
switch.
with the kids, and then they become the kids, and the kids become the parents. The film's coming out soon. We're going to talk about it. I talked to them, the stars, coming up after 9 in entertainment.
Yep.
But based on that, our sound off is similar.
If you could switch with anyone for 20 or anything for 24
No,
hours.
anyone.
Well, like an animal,
No.
like a lion.
What's with you and the
Let's go.
semantics?
Feedback on breakfast television.
Let's go
Yes. I think it could be more interesting. More BT coming up. Stefan Urkel was from Paris and was too cool, man.
He made you appreciate